Now I need to find my phone. Oh, of course it did. I don't like that my hair is slanted. Now we check on the stream. Oh, I apologize. Oh, I just burnt my freaking pants. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Wait, what?
Hey,
wait, stop! You can't say those words. Hello? Maybe I fixed it out. Maybe I fixed it. Maybe I fixed it. Okay, I didn't. It's this. Maybe it's that. Wait, there's two now. I fixed it. Look at it. Listen. Maybe
I want to be so dead us.
wait. And now it's getting the Fortnite audio. Yo, okay, this is fire now. Wait, say something.
Dead us.
Okay, that's okay.
Elongate.
Wait. Yo, okay, this is fire now. Shaking.
I didn't know I sounded like that. Why do I sound like that? I don't sound like that.
It's so far behind.
Why does it go behind?
You can't hear the. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to get the okay. This is just a test thing. This is just a test. Thing looks good. It's not my freaking. Okay. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You have to talk in here. You have to be loud enough.
Okay.
What are we gonna do? Are we dead ass?
That you're literally saying you're thinking it's still
Dead
And
ass.
YouTube would literally cancel you for that anyway because it would still be the Albert. The
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna add like a camera. It's gonna come through here. Wait. And then we add the webcam. Oh my god, bro. Okay, we can put it all together. Resolution. It's horrible. It's horrible. Look, you have to be on screen. Get your ass on screen. Okay, we're on the screen. And this shitty ass. Wait, shizzy ass.
Diddy ass. Diddy ass. Oh my gosh.
Wait.
That looks so...
Wait, you have to be like. Okay, scoot over. Wait, can't have that in there. Dick. Oh. Going somewhere else with that.
You can't say that on stream. You can't say that on stream. You can't say that on stream.
Shh. Look, we light these up. Does it still look good? Look decent? Doesn't have the blaring light in the way. Okay, that looks scary.
Oh my gosh, why do I look like that?
Okay, look at that. Look at that. It's so bad quality, but it's working.
I did as hate how.
Yeah, you look dumb.
I do look dumb.
Okay, wait, what are we gonna react to? Not on stream. I mean, maybe we could do it on stream. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to get the, okay. Whoa! Just a test. Good. Bad quality, but working. How would we even, like... We could record from here, but I don't know how, like...
I'm just...
Wait, we can... Oh, we can click record! We can record... Okay, wait. How do we,
Is that how I look? Is that how I look to everyone? How I look on camera is how I look to everyone. How I look like a fudging.
Shh!
Fudging.
Shh!
That's what I said.
Hello, everyone! We have 0 concurrent viewers. It's so funny when you start out, because you literally have no one.
Just talk to yourself for like 20 hours. And then...
Once you have like a few consistent viewers, it's good. Because even if you have one person who you know is consistent and is gonna join, then it's like, okay. If we can get YouTube on here, we can just rank them. We can. Okay. This is some bootleg way to get in here, but wait, we gotta type this in. Okay, what are we gonna rank? You mean we don't even need the good camera. We can just use this.
Just reacting to.
Wait a minute. Wait. I have a mouse.
That Oh my gosh, I've just been looking at myself.
Hey. You're so chopped.
Chopped?
Tier list of what? Tier list of what? Tier list of what?
What do we both know that we're both concurrent with that we watched?
Watch. Oh, I was thinking tier list. I mean, we could watch too. But the audio's not gonna come through there. That's why.
No, that we know we can make a tier list on.
It could be on food. It could be on drinks. It could be on people. It could be on races, ranking races. Kidding, let's not do that. I don't know a lot of people that lucky.
Ranking every single race in the world. First, Nigerians. A, at least.
S tier.
At least.
I'm gonna rank freaking game characters. We're gonna rank tier list game characters. We're gonna tier list game characters.
There's so many though.
Boom. Why is my mouse not working? Oh, this is gonna be so stupid. Ah. Wait. Does that move it? I don't know. I thought it would. Okay. Whatever. How do I move everything? I don't even know half these characters. How do I
What?
What? In front of the camera.
What is?
My God. Okay. Ah, dang it. Why doesn't it work? Last modified in 2019. Okay, first character. We're gonna start with this obvious one. I can't even grab him. We can't even grab him.
Don't you connect this to your monitor?
I don't know how to. Okay, I don't think we have it. There's not a connect. On the backside, there's not a USB. I can't. I would do it on my thing, but I don't know how to record. Wait. Instead of. It's just me. We could create this
You can't see me.
browser. I didn't do that.
You see me pop in.
Window capture. What are you yapping about? How to stream?
The tale of two kings, but only one true.
I'm literally gonna touch you so this. Okay, okay. Okay. Why is it just like that? Okay, so we already got it. I don't even watch this clip. Let me just rank him here. Oh shit. What? Fuck.
Wait, elongate the frame. Elongate the frame.
Dude, shut up. Okay, out of store. Then we go to what? Window capture. What? Why is it not pick? I gotta put it. Um, just so you can hear this. Dude, we don't have lighting for that. This is the lighting we have. Some GTA. No, okay. Okay. Get in frame. Get in frame. Get in frame. No, get in more frame. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, it looks so small. Okay. This quality is so horrible. We're working with it though. We're working with it. Realistically, we could just record this and then set up our camera right here and just do that. But you know, it's more fun this way, low key, having us look up at the screen. We're doing a ranking. We're doing a ranking. We're doing a ranking. Okay, what are we doing? Ranking. Let's do Fortnite characters.
I'm like Dream, but 10 times worse.
Ranking Fortnite seasons. I got my. I got my. Ranking Fortnite seasons. Today we're gonna be ranking Fortnite seasons on tier maker. Got S, A, B, C, and D. The regular tier list, and we start from. Oh, they've updated. Okay. How many seasons of Fortnite have you played?
I played all the way from this season.
Hey, the mic's over here, by the way.
I played all the way from this season.
That's the only season you played?
No, I played since.
Oh, but you played every season 6? Okay. Starting with season 1. OG. I played it, but I wasn't like active in the game.
Low key, that's whenever the game was a little dead. That's whenever it was coming up, anyone who played it was just an underdog and wasn't really like.
Wait, hold up.
They were getting used to it.
I don't want to hear you right now. Wait, talk real quick.
Men.
Okay, you gotta talk like that. Okay, now we can start the recording.
Big
black men. Okay. Okay. Get these. Why are the ads here? We're gonna be. Yeah, there's an ad. Why is there ads everywhere? Oh my. Wait, I can just knock this one out. Okay, this one I cannot exit out. But we're doing a Fortnite season tier list because we're bored and this is the only thing we can do because we're unprepared. Even though we were literally talking about it all last night. S, A, B, C, and D. We're gonna start from season 1 all the way to the newest season with the Star Wars season, which I have not played.
B,
I
C,
don't
D,
expect
F, G.
you to. I'm gonna touch you. I don't even think anyone's put you. You know what? S, A, B, C, and G. All right. Starting with number 1.
Oh, you were reading that? I thought you were just
bad. No, I'm reading the tier. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, but it was the beginning though. It was like whenever everyone really got to know.
No. This was when people first started getting into it, and not everyone was here yet. No, but they were like, this was when it was going around. It was getting passed around.
It was more like, I feel like it was getting, like no one was talking about it like major. No one was like, oh my gosh, I played this game, but like,
no, that's how people were talking.
Everyone
towards the end, because streamers were already playing it at this point, and they were passing it around. But I mean, as a general season, it was pretty boring. The loophole I think was boring. I mean, I think they had a Zapatron, but I mean that hasn't come back. I think it did come back. The Zapatron did come back for a week. They did a little. No, I'm not even joking. They did a little update. No, I'm.
Bro, no way you're putting it at C. It's gotta be like a little bit of a B.
No, I'm not putting it there. B. Season 1. I'm telling you it came back. I'm telling you it came back for like a week for an update. A lot of these are clickbait. You see, it's the Zapatron was back for like a week. I remember I saw an update on it, and then they removed it just like the old days where they had it for like a okay. I think it. Yeah, I put it in B.
But it was like whenever it just started. I'd say A. It's gotta be
A. There's no way it's A.
It's like a low.
There's gonna be so many seasons that are gonna be in B, or in A, because a lot of them are good, but they're not like major.
It's gotta be like low tier A, because it's the beginning.
Let's just keep it in A for now. If more get an A, then we'll put it down. Okay. Season 2, I think this was like.
Let's be honest, that was S tier.
Okay, but we're gonna put a lot in S tier because low-key, a lot of these early seasons were like fire, but that's just OG bias. No, I feel like this is an A tier. This one's B tier.
That one's got to be S tier.
No, this. Oh, okay.
That's the Black Knight. That's when
I know. This was when the game was getting popular, tilted, but like as far as the game itself, it's still pretty boring.
Okay, let's be honest. So these later seasons, right here until there, those were all S
tier. Exactly. So we can't. we gotta rank these. I think this belongs in A. It was pretty boring. Up until like season 5, it was still
boring. That's whenever it was. It didn't have no tryhards.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's when the tryhards were starting to get in.
That's whenever Ninja was
exactly. So it was boring.
It was finally coming in.
There wasn't even like building. There wasn't even a lot of building.
No, but that's whenever freaking Ninja was getting like 50K views.
I'm gonna catch you. That was season 3. I still think season 3 is better than A tier, or better than this season, which means I feel like this belongs in A and this belongs in B. This was a pretty start of Fortnite. I get it, but this is a pretty boring season.
Okay, no, but everyone thought it. Okay, at that time though, like it doesn't matter about now.
No, it does not. No, now we're making seasons as of now.
Now. You can't say. Okay. Why now though? Because in that current moment,
we're not thinking.
Everyone thought that was.
Then all seasons belong in S tier. I think all seasons are really, really good in the moment.
In the moment.
Okay, some of them are bad. Some of them are bad.
Like
at A,
whenever it came out though, everyone was hyping it up. Everyone was talking about it. It was A tier.
Everyone but it doesn't.
Going home. Everyone was.
But I believe this is not the greatest. I don't believe it's up there in greatest all time. But this is a really, really good season. It just doesn't belong in S tier.
That's like saying Sailor Moon is a trash anime because it came out 30, 40 years ago.
If it's still good to this day, this is gay. If it's still good to this day, then it doesn't matter. This is a video game. Like, these seasons were released. It's not like you can play these games now. OG came back. Everyone quit. Literally, you can look at the OG. Look, I saw literally on Twitter.
Everyone quit now because it was just
It's
boring.
Just
a money grab.
No, and people realized it was boring, and so they played recent Chapter 6 seasons. Everyone realized the older seasons are actually just straight boring. You can't swim, nothing. Like, you fall off the map. The OG concept. It was fun as it was back in the day, but we changed. We've evolved. Now it's like an A tier.
Right now, okay,
if we were in Chapter 1, this would be an S tier.
But that's now. That's now.
Yes, now. We're talking about now.
We're saying now.
This tier list is now. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it. Okay, we gotta move. Season 3, I'm putting in S tier.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the first live event. Well, no, that was when the storyline started picking up. The meteor.
That was whenever everything was.
This was fire.
It was a good season. Nothing really hard to say about it.
I just want to put all these on my list.
All right. This 4. Omega Night.
This was Omega Night. It was called Omega. And Carbide. I think it's an A tier. I don't think it's an S tier. Because, like, the storyline was picking up. This was the first live event. Like, yeah, that was like the craziest thing of all time. But like, no, Marshmallow wasn't there.
Marshmallow was
season 7. We're gonna get to season 7, but I think this belongs. It's obvious below season 2. I don't think season 4 is better than season 2. It's a little less boring and it has a live event and everything, but I wouldn't say it's better than season 2.
I would say it is because that's whenever the game was. Okay. This is whenever Ninja. Because in the current moment, I don't know how you're not saying compared to now, because in that current moment,
we're thinking of
amazing.
Yes, a lot of these seasons were amazing when they first released. Like, I'm not even when we get to them.
Okay, but could you say in that moment that there were more players that are playing right now?
Yes, there are more players playing now than back then.
No,
yes, the game has been spread more. Yes. What are you talking? There wasn't even a live stat counter for back then. Okay, you know what? I'm moving on. Season 5. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Season 5 I think is better. I think it's because that was Kevin the Cube. Kevin the Cube was like a big thing. Is Kevin the Cube better than the Rocket?
That's S tier. That's easy. That's
whenever
everyone was posting on TikTok.
Everyone's still posting on. No, TikTok wasn't even back then.
It was music.
No,
it was music. You know what I mean.
No, there's certain. I say we should have 5 seasons in S tier, and this is not one of them. I'm telling you, this is not one of them.
15.3 million people were playing season 4 and season 5.
Let's have a look here. It's difficult to pinpoint an exact number for the daily count during Fortnite Season 4. However, the Season 4 finale, the Nexus War. Let me remind everyone what the Nexus War is. Let's remind everyone what the Nexus War Fortnite event is. Let's remind everyone. This is the Galactus event, Chapter 2, Season 4. What the? He has no evidence. Season 4 belongs on top of A tier. We'll keep it as that. Alright. This is the
but how can you say because whenever I was playing then, everyone was
not then! Now! Everyone's talking about the season now!
Why? How does that relate to the moment? Because everyone's gonna say
you're gonna say that about every single season that comes up. You're gonna be like, everybody then was posted. Season 6. This was when I really kicked into full gear. See, me personally, since this was like the season I kicked in, this was the season where I started. This was Cube. I started back in season like 1 and 2.
That was a little forgettable though.
But I know, as of the general public, everyone thinks this is pretty bland, and honestly, like, I mean, this was like my number 1. Actually, no, it wasn't. But I love this season a lot. But it was also like, I mean, the Kevin the Cube was cool. Like, I still think a lot of these skins are cool. I don't care what anybody says about the tomato head skin. But as a general season, I think this belongs in like C tier. I don't think it's like a worse. I don't think it was a horrible season.
It's not a bad.
All
season,
chapters.
It's just forgettable.
And I don't think it belongs in B. Even though I do think the season's way better than just season 1. Season 1 is just boring as hell. Season 1 is boring. But that's the only time I'm gonna use your little back then thing. It's like original Fortnite. That is what you think of when you think of Fortnite. You think of like OG, like no build, everyone's just running around. Like that's what you think of when you think of season 1. So I'm gonna keep it there. We can put this in C tier comfortably.
All right. This one has to be S.
This one I'm putting it up there. I don't care. Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Season
now
8. Okay, this one. Season 7, I got grounded halfway through. By the way, I got grounded the day the marshmallow event happened because we were going to because for every single Fortnite or event that happens, I get like I always have to. There was like a curse for the longest time that I couldn't see the events, and so right before we were about to watch the marshmallow event, it started in like 30 minutes. My parents were like, "We're going to the mall," and I was like, "No," and I was crying because I was like, "I want to see the event," and I got grounded for months, which is part of the reason I never got to play season 8 was because I was grounded, and it was.
Did you know that in the? Well, I don't know if you ever watched videos. Oh my gosh, that was whenever the first time people started floating for the events. Like you jumped and you could start floating.
No, season 6 was.
No, season 7.
No, season 6. Yeah, because it happened in the cube event. We were all floating, and then we touched the butterfly. In season 7, we floated. We floated in the live event for season 7 was that.
Wait, the butterfly
event was season 6. That was one of the best events of Fortnite too, which is like I don't want to. Me personally, I would rate it like A tier, but for the general public, but the event was top tier because the butterfly is so iconic. But we're talking about 8 now. 8 by itself, like fire event, it destroyed Tilted Towers finally. Everyone was thinking Tilted Towers gonna blow up, and it finally got destroyed. But like, this is kind of forgettable as a season.
It was more whenever the game was finally like, okay, they're a bunch of tryhards, everyone's coming in, like.
Yeah, this was when the tryhards started coming because the World Cup was in season X.
That's whenever everyone was like.
So I'm gonna put this. Of course, we're gonna have to put it above 6. I don't want to put it above 6, but I think
this is whenever if you were playing Fortnite, kids were calling you weird and little ass kid.
No, not in chapter. That was chapter 2. Not yet.
No. This is whenever if you played it. Yeah, because I remember because I went over to my brother's house because that's how I played. And my brother was like, "No, I'm not gonna play that game.
That happened to me for chapter 2. Even and then it came back and I got comfortable back in like chapter 5 talking about Fortnite. I still feel comfortable. Like saying around chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. I felt I didn't even want to say the word Fortnite in school because it just felt awkward and weird. Like. But it's still like one of the greatest games of all time, like relatively speaking. But
yeah, because like everyone looked at you and they were like,
But they probably played it too. They probably played it too. Like they would talk about Fortnite, and I would look at them like, but in like in private, I'd be like, yo, you wanna play Fortnite? Okay. I want to put it top of C though. I think top of C is. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Season 9, I think.
That's whenever the game was starting to die.
No, not die. No, chapter 1. No, it did not die. Nothing died in chapter 1. I think I don't know if I'd rate it above or because I didn't get to play a lot of season 8. I played season 9. That's when I came back, and I low-key loved this season. Like I remember this with all my heart. But again, I can't really like.
No, actually, no. It started to gain traction because of the storyline. I think that was.
Oh yeah, because the season 9 event was the.
Because that's whenever they were talking about the whole
season 9 was the season 9 was the season 9 was the fight with the robot and everything. I'm putting it B tier. There's no way I'm putting it top of B tier. The event, yeah, that like you can. There's no way you can't put it like.
No, it has to be at least the bottom of A tier because. That fight
okay,
was
yeah,
so
yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. If
If
I could put all of these first chapter 1 seasons in A tier or like S tier, I would, because chapter 1 there was.
I'm still mad about your B tier.
No. Season X, one of the greatest and worst seasons of all time, and I think just because it was like one of the greatest and one of the worst, we put it in B tier, just in the middle. Because remember the mechs, everyone hated them, but they were also loved. Like it was the most controversial. Everyone was playing. It was controversial. The World Cup was then.
It was so annoying though, because everyone just had a mech. If you didn't have a mech, you were not.
It was so the way it was chaotic was it made it fun for me. So I'm gonna put it above season 1. It's like the exact opposite of season 1. Boring, but like still iconic. Chaotic but iconic. Just because of how. Okay, I think that's fair. There's no way I gotta put it above season 6 and 8. But okay.
Alright, chapter
2 season 1 complete. Well, after the black hole 2 for okay. Yeah,
that's whenever the black hole thing. Everyone was waiting at.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "The game's over."
And it's done. They're finished.
But the what's it called?
The season itself, though.
Wait, I forgot there's even a chat. We can check up on chat. I forgot we're streaming. We're not just making it. We could have just had chat.
We actually have.
I don't know.
That'd be surprising.
Yeah, that'd be surprising if it did.
You're just exposing your name, people, for the recording.
They won't. Okay, anyway, okay. Chapter 2 Season 1, a brand new map, so much more. The only downside about this, I'm going to put it in B. I think B tier is, lower B tier is fine. I think above this one. Like, this season was great. Like, this was new map, new everything, swimming, all new, like, storyline. Well, hold up. But then they had the Christmas event. That was crazy. The only and they had the Star Wars event, too, the first Star Wars event. The only bad thing about this season was that it was the longest Fortnite season of all time. I think it lasted, like, 4 or 5 months. It was so bad. Like, there was no updates. Like, it was horrible. But I think it's better than...
Okay, this next one's gotta be S tier.
Yeah, I don't even think I need to explain this one. I'm putting this above everything, too.
No way.
No, this is...
Season 7.
Oh, no. Season 7 above Season 3. Season 7 was, like, way better than Season 3. Season 3 still S tier.
Season 7 was whenever the sword came.
Yeah, I know.
That was absolutely amazing. But Midas,
you don't remember. You don't remember chapter. You must have not, bro. Chapter 2, Season 2 was peak.
You don't.
This was literally. I'm telling you, prime. Okay. Season 7, Season 3 was prime Fortnite. Well, most of Chapter 1 was prime. Then it died down, like towards the end of.
And then Midas came and then put
oh my god, the
gold foundation.
The storyline, the event, the weapons, the amount of people playing, the bosses, the amount of streamers. This is when we were in COVID too. Like, everyone was on. Even looking when it came back for OG, it was still fire. Even with the gangsters, it was still a fire season. And I have so many memories because I played this season probably the most. I was with my brothers. We were on every single day for hours. And I would now to this day I remember it the exact same. It's still fire.
I would say.
And I'm not saying it's like far superior to Season 7. Like, Season 7 was also like just a great season.
Okay, but which one had? Because at the same time you have to realize how many people were playing in that.
Okay, realistically more people were playing this because I mean everyone was in COVID, everyone was indoors, everyone was playing. And I'm not saying.
But that's what makes Season 7 so good. That it wasn't COVID, and yet there were still kids that would stay home, get sick on purpose.
They did do that. And then the winter fest for Season 7 was peak. But I'm just saying, like, as a season overall, as far as updates, events, it's the Travis Scott. Oh my, the best concert event. Forgot about it.
Actually, I never played.
The Travis Scott event, that was the first event I actually saw. It was the first event I actually got to see, like, in real time because of, like, it finally worked. Like, my curse stopped. You know the curse I was talking? It finally stopped.
Oh, whenever you couldn't attend an event.
Yeah, like, it finally stopped. And it was.
Okay.
But for future seasons, there might not be, like, Season 7 is still a contester for 2. Season 3, this season's really good. Like, 2, because 2 just, it kept going. Like, 2, because 2, I don't care.
I feel like it was a good season, but it had all the traction from Season 2. No one wanted to let it go.
Yeah, it was because of Season 2. And because of that, I still think it belongs in A tier. I think it belongs above the season. Probably not Season 2. It was still a really good season. But we can't put, I mean, greatest of all time. And this is not greatest of all time. It's smashed between 2 of the best seasons of all time. That's why.
It's like bunk. It's like.
But the flood was. We were waiting for a flood. Remember all the thumbnails.
Yeah,
everybody was like, the flood, the Kraken.
It's coming.
But the bosses were still. I mean, it was like a Season 2 Part 2, except worse. But it wasn't way worse. It was. But I think it's comfortable to put it here. It was still a fire season. And the hype from Season 2 carried on. Like, yeah, like Season 2 carried on, but that's what made it good too. I think it belongs above Season 1. We're gonna get some layers to this one. Because I know I said I'm not gonna put any. I know you're not gonna put it above Season 7.
Okay.
But like
Marvel though, that's whenever everyone was like, oh my gosh, they're actually putting so much collabs.
Well, this was like a full-on collab season.
But like,
But it was.
it's a
But this
little
was
bit
the first.
before.
This
It's a
was
little
the.
bit before.
It was yeah. It was a little before they're like, oh my god, it's just collab after collab. This was when
Yeah.
the start of collabs were happening. Well,
It's
not
like-
the start, but like
But I didn't see much of it, to be honest.
I know I talked so much good about this season, but this season is so good. Like, because I don't want to put too, because I know you love season 7 and you don't want to put a lot above season 7, but this season was genuinely gas. And you just saw the stats for that live event. You just,
I need like actual stats because I know that there's no way.
I remember seeing that too. Like they were like, "Oh my god, they broke the like they were breaking record after record with this season." The updates were consistent, the superpowers, the battle pass, the event, everything was top tier. Like they did not miss the Halloween event this season. They didn't
live
miss.
count. I'm actually gonna look live count with this because I need to see how many people were actually playing because that matters too. In the current moment, however many people played, no matter what.
This was oh that's not this. That's not this. No, look up the largest viewed season. Largest viewed season.
Because
No one knew in stream, but hello.
Oh, so we're just talking ourselves. And the recording.
Largest viewed Fortnite live event. I know it's like right there, but okay, look. I'm just gonna go to a rank.
Okay, this is every single player base, every single Fortnite season, and I'm telling you, this is why I feel like Fortnite season 1 was so much better because I know that it was a huge player base. I don't care if it was boring; it just had way too many people playing for how boring it was. 30 million.
Yeah, this even now it has a lot. Fortnite's always been. Also, this is just a random YouTube video or a random TikTok video.
This could be so false right now.
Yeah, like it could just like 80 million. Like that's actually like it's just going up.
It's just going. Alright, let's just add 20
Okay,
million.
okay, but I want to say
No,
these
you're
are these two are tied for me.
I'd say a bottom S tier, but this is whenever everyone was letting it was.
No, this was
they
not
weren't-
when
they weren't
everyone
trying
was
to
letting
They
go.
weren't trying to let go of the game.
No, this is not when everyone was letting go. If anything, this brought back so many people. It was, you don't understand. Okay, let's have two opinions from now on. From now on, each of us. This is my one. Okay, my only one time I'm gonna do this, and you have one more time, but not including these two. I'm putting this where it should be. I'm putting it second. I'm putting again. You can do the same. If you have if I believe this season belongs in S, let's say. Look,
you're gonna like.
if I look. If I think this belongs in S and you think it belongs in C, you can put it in C. One time use. This is my one time use. It's. I could ramble about, but it's gonna be way too long. I remember I have to edit this too.
No, because season 4 was whenever TikTok finally came. Was it not?
It was around, yeah, because it was in
Okay,
COVID.
and I remember
Season 2 was even when
edits.
TikTok.
I remember so many edits, so many people talking about, oh my gosh, like it's outside, like oh my gosh, someone's coming from the real world. What if we get shagged? This is whenever all the edits were coming in. This is whenever all the funny videos, all the comedy skits, all the making
About Fortnite.
Yeah, and this was season 4. Season 4, there was literally so many videos about it.
Not okay, but not this season 4.
No.
Yeah, this season.
I mean, this season 5. Sorry.
That's not when TikTok came in. TikTok came in during COVID, which happened this season. This season.
This
Yeah,
one.
what this went all the way to February 2020. February 2020. COVID happened March of 2020, and this season was released in February.
I remember being on something where there was just a bunch of videos about this.
Probably YouTube. There's a bunch of YouTubes about every season.
It doesn't matter. That was relevant.
Move on.
That was
Let's
relevant.
move on. We're gonna get
We're getting sidetracked.
we can't get caught up on too many. Even though a lot of these seasons are just fire, but this one, from the general, I thought the season was fire. Looking back, it wasn't as good as.
This is whenever I
Half of
stopped
these?
playing. Whenever it got here
Yeah, like
and forward, I
Like,
completely stopped.
yeah, chapter 1 season 1 or chapter 2 season 1 through chapter 2 season 4. That was peak player time for me. And then this is where I fell off because my brother stopped playing a little, and But this season was still fun. I still love the season. The updates were consistent. The crossover. This was another crossover season. Personality. There was no live event, but the season. Yeah, I think this season belongs in. I think it belongs in B tier, but I think below or I think above just the regular base season. It wasn't better than this season, but it was
Okay,
it was decent.
we can't be biased though. We're being biased. We're being biased towards every single one.
This is a ranking
Exactly.
of our opinions. It's not for the general public. I'm including the general public, but we don't have to. I think I think it's better than because chapter 2 really the season 1 was basically just an introduction season. I mean, it wasn't boring. It was still fire. Like they added a lot. They were consistent with the updates until they weren't. But I think it
wait.
should stand as a middle. It was mid. But it wasn't horrible.
You allowed to cuss it.
We can cut edit things out. This season belongs in C tier. This season's trash. I love this season. The cinematic trailer was one of the best I've ever seen, but it's relatively.
That's whenever I started seeing more edits.
That was Primal. That was the Primal season. Nobody liked Primal. I still loved it, but nobody liked Primal. This season. You're not gonna agree with me on this. I think this one belongs in high of A tier actually. The alien event was genuinely. I would put it in S tier, but we've already put. I wouldn't even keep this in S tier on it. Like, I would put this high of A tier with this one, but I know we've already kept it there. So, but this is another prime of Fortnite. Like it stops.
I would switch this one and this one because this one was remembered, but Omega was just
the live event too. It's just like, and this was the meat. They're like the same, but I wouldn't.
They're switchable.
Yeah.
That's when everyone was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I think I would put this above this one. Not gonna lie, and since I played this season more, I would put it above this one. But for now, I think you're not gonna put it above 4, and I think I'm still happy with it being either very low of S tier or I think these 3 are interchangeable.
No, because I played that season and it was pretty good, but the game was still boring to
me. This was like a season where they added updates every week. Like because everyone was complaining like these updates are trash. They were adding updates every week. That was the season you can go into the mothership. That was the season.
But they were still saying it was trash. Like there was never someone saying, "Oh my gosh, the game is getting so good."
No. Yes, it was. What do you mean? Were you not online?
Yes, I was online.
I think you're talking. Maybe you're talking about this season. This season, the one that followed after was pretty. It wasn't shit to me, but I would. All these seasons are really good in my heart because and this game actually just means a lot to me. So, but this season is fire. In my head, the season's fire.
Yeah. Okay. We can keep.
Like I know these 2 are interchangeable. So this one would technically belong in S tier 2, but there's not going to be a lot that are like these 5 until we get to chapter 3. This one, I'd put at the bottom of S tier. No, this season. Okay, to me, again, all of these have a certain place in my heart. I would put these from B up because I love all of these seasons, even A and up because I love all of them. But
that was whenever that
was the Cube Queen. Yeah, there was the Cube Queen. Like all the cubes are around the map. The live event for this was fire. But then the map wasn't even destroyed. The live event for this was fire though. That was the chapter 2 end event where the island flipped. That was if we were ranking live events, that would belong in S tier. But as for just a regular season,
but no one, I don't know, because the live event it was good, it was crazy, but at the same time, it was so forgettable. Like it was
the live event, not the live event.
I
think the season was more. The season was forgettable. The live event was not.
I saw someone talk. I saw it be talked about for a week, maybe 2, but then
that's with everything though. Like you're
no, because they talked about the fight. Because I still
because the fight is just the most if we were ranking fight, that would probably also belong maybe top of S tier because that was the most literally the most iconic Fortnite thing of all time.
This one had such a forgettable live event.
No, wait.
Yes, it did.
Okay, it had a forgettable live event, but the live event was genuinely just the most. Actually, okay, to me it wasn't forgettable, but it was the most gas thing of all time. Like it was the music choice. I was fighting it was. Honestly, you would expect more, but it was still like Fortnite's crazy for even doing live events, and this was.
You have to bring it up because the live event.
We've already talked about this season. Well, we're not. Oh, we can't keep going back. If we keep going back, we're gonna. Okay. I want to put another in S tier because this it's another chapter. All the really the chapter. Okay, except besides this one, all the chapter starts are low key like yeah. Also that one. Oh my God. Okay, actually they fell off after this. All the chapter starts from 1, 2, and 3. They're low key gas. Well, you know what I'm So I think I would say this below like the Spider-Man. They had consistent updates. Season 3, the new map. Everyone loved this map too. Like it was a variety of maps. We finally got what we wanted.
It was like a good, decent.
It was a really,
season.
really good start to a
Not
chapter.
really.
Like this was the best of the chapters.
Actually, no, because some people were actually talking crap about it. They were saying that
Well, there are a lot of people
the
hate it.
mechanics were bad. That the
Mechanics.
yeah, the mechanics.
I think they moved. I think they changed probably moved in.
Did you thought like the spider webs? They were saying that a freaking Roblox game had better mechanics in it.
No.
Oh wait, no, they were saying
they were saying they were saying Roblox had better swinging than Spider-Man. They said Fortnite had better than the Spider-Man.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
I think this is comfortable placing it here. Like I think it was
not better than that one.
This
not
one.
better.
What is so much better about this one than that one? And don't bring up there was I'm telling you there's more players playing this than this. But other than that, like tell me. I want to know. I want to know.
Okay, it's whenever they really like captivated into a storyline. It's whenever they really set a storyline.
Well, season 4 was.
That's whenever they finally came into the drifts, into the rifts. That's whenever the whole concept of them. Season 4.
Yeah, that it all happened in season 4. Yeah, that was when.
That's whenever it kind of came. But they were just coming from space. That's all I remember. But this is whenever they really set
the story. Okay,
that's
but
whenever they're like,
no. For season 5, the only storyline for season 5 was that the cube spawned in at the end of season 5.
No,
it's just it
this
fell
is
into the lake.
The Vikings game.
That wasn't, but that had nothing to do with the storyline. The Vikings literally had nothing to do with the storyline.
Yes, they did, because it was a time rift, and that's whenever Drift came in from our universe.
But okay, but after the season, they had nothing to do with the storyline. Even this season, like they had, I mean, the Visitor apart from the Visitor,
they completely cut off from him completely, and I have no idea.
Yeah, like they cut off. Well, yeah, because he was like the only.
He was the only, but I remember him being talked about for weeks. He was talked about like, oh, okay, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, like
what's gonna happen with him?
And then he literally did nothing.
Generally, so talked about, and they just let him go.
No, but the thing, okay, but
we're talking about season 5.
Yeah. I'm gonna, and since we're still on this season too, but like the thing about this season is that this season, the same thing. The Visitor came in, the Spider-Man came in. They're wondering what Spider-Man's gonna do on the map. The not Visitor, the Foundation. So it's another, and the Foundation is like,
oh yeah, I forgot.
And he was like, oh, we gotta protect it. We gotta protect this island. Like, I think it's and they both have like deserts.
Maybe it is.
I'd say they're interchangeable.
Maybe it is not biasness.
I think we both think they belong in like the same level. I think you have chapter 1 bias. I'm not gonna lie.
I have. It's not chapter 1. That's
no, it is chapter 1 bias.
They said it.
No, it's chapter 1 bias because all the seasons that I'm trying to rank over you are from later chapters, and you're sticking with season. I get season 7 because season 7's fire. Season 4, it's still fire, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I would put this over. But I mean, season 2 still boring as hell. Based on its iconicness alone, I put it up here, or I let it up here.
Like even this season, it's peak tier. Season 4, it might have been forgettable, but everyone was still playing because this one? Fortnite. Yes,
I think Fortnite. Yeah, I think this.
That's whenever everyone
chapter
was
1, like it was moving, like it was consistent.
Exactly. It didn't matter if it was boring or not. They still played. You still got on. You were still like, okay, let's get on.
But since we just need a few that are down here, like we need to put this one. This one's pretty forgettable. The live event with the mech was fire because they came back with the mech. Gino, the storyline from here was also fire.
But I remember people trying to hype it up.
And then it was hype. And this was zero build when it added. If we were ranking game mode, zero build, like the introduction of zero build was like one of the best things Fortnite has ever done. But if you forget about that and just think about the season, it was pretty garbage.
But still, adding was good because that's whenever I was like, oh, now I can actually play and I don't have to.
Well, we can put it in B tier. It wasn't that bad actually. And this was on the kind of the 7 were wrapping up their story because the rest of the 7 were introduced in this season. I'd put it above. I think this is still gonna stay in B tier, but I think it belongs above this. And you can put it above more. I'm just saying, like, I think at least at the very least it
Because
this set the standard for the game.
Zero build did.
It's literally the yeah. And more people play zero build than build now.
Because it's relaxing. And then
maybe this can even go in B tier. Not gonna lie.
This season I remember playing it.
This season's most forgettable.
I remember playing it, trying to get on, but there was just nothing going on.
It was because after they won because this season was about war, remember, and they won, and it was low-key just a vibe season. It was low-key just a chill season, but it was pretty boring because it was just chill. Nothing was going on. Yeah, I put it bottom of C2. It wasn't that. This one there was a lot going on, but in the wrong way. This was when the seven haven't been introduced since, by the way. This was when the event was now me first. It wasn't really an event. It was more like a challenge. Because remember, the island blew up completely, and we had to do tasks to get the island to reform back together. I think the season was maybe one of the worst. Even me loving all the seasons, I would rank it as one of the worst. I hated the look of the season too. The chrome on the island looked horrible.
It's because whenever I played that season, I remember getting off.
I mean, I still played consistently, but like comparing it to other seasons, it's just not it. This one, the start of chapter 4 was really good. I would rate the season 2 greater than season 4 or the start of it. So whatever we do this one, I'll probably rank this better.
Season 2 had a great.
But we're talking about this one first, and then we'll talk about. I don't think it belongs to anything. I don't think it belongs to anything below B tier.
Because this is whenever I think the storm started slowing down. Because I forgot because they slowly made it to where it wasn't as dangerous. Playing, and whenever you played, you felt like you were playing years in the game. Like you're playing a full hour for one match.
I don't remember that. I honestly don't remember that.
Or not an hour.
I just know this.
20 minutes.
I don't know where it went. Oh, it's right here. The map was beautiful. The graphics for this whole entire chapter was amazing too. The most beautiful graphics you've ever seen. The crossovers this season with Doom, with Mr. Beast, which was really weird. The island was beautiful. The locations are pretty forgettable, but the island was just beautiful. The graphics were beautiful. It's a start to a chapter. Obviously, it's gonna be better than a lot of the seasons that came in it. So I put it either at the bottom of A tier or like near the top of, or bottom. Yeah, even above season 9.
Bottom of B
tier. Bottom of B tier.
Mid B tier.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm comfortable putting it below the chapter 2. I still think chapter 2, since chapter 2 was like the first time where the game changed, and everybody was like, "What the heck? What's going on?"
Okay, but all right, season 2.
Okay, this one has to be greater than this one because it was with they were sticking consistent with the updates. There was like a change in storyline they were doing.
I remember playing so much because it was just so easy to travel around and get away from people, and it was easy to just play.
You're a runner, aren't you? But it was fun. Like, it was low-key fun playing it. It's just for a lot of Fortnite seasons, I play for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks in the beginning. They're low-key really, really good seasons. I'll play for 3 weeks, and then like I have better things to do, and then I kind of get distant from the game, and then I'll come back at the end and realize that it was a really good season. And this one is really good. I put it above Season X. Because, well, Season X is iconic, but as a season alone, I think the season was better. But I mean, we can rank it anywhere.
I mean,
even then, I'd put it bottom of A tier because it wasn't good.
As a regular season,
as a regular season was better than most just regular seasons.
But it was I don't know. It was still boring to me. Like, it was still boring because they had good updates. Yeah, they had it, but if for some reason it just wasn't it. Like, it had nothing coming for it. It had nothing being told. Oh yeah, get on Fortnite. It was just more of a, oh yeah, they're updating it good. They're putting in some things, but like, no one's getting on.
Well, I think you're wrong about that. Nobody's getting on part.
Okay.
I think it's just because like you don't hear a lot of people like I don't hear like a lot of people in school talking about it. So then I think, oh, nobody's talking about it. But I'm telling you, if you're on that side of like social, like literally everyone's talking about how each of these seasons.
Okay. Think about live streams. Did you see live streams?
No, because I don't watch live streams. But
yes, did you see anything on TikTok?
I wasn't on TikTok. I'm saying, but I know as a whole, like on social media, all these seasons are talked about a lot. Like it's a game. There's changes. People, what is it? I don't. It doesn't matter. We're streaming through this anyway. Whatever's going on. I'm still comfortable keeping it in B tier. For me, I still think it was one of the better seasons. I placed it bottom of A tier, even above season 9. But I get it from your perspective. Like it could be like here. But I know it's just better than. I would rank a lot of these seasons above some of these seasons.
This is whenever I started playing though. This is whenever I had a computer. I was finally able to do it at my home, and I was finally able to play whenever I wanted. And I just couldn't get.
Like me personally, I think it's low A or high B, and I think this is still pretty decent high B.
It's still mid. Or
No,
not
it's
mid.
high. It's like high B.
A little bit high.
Yeah,
Mid.
it's a high B.
Let's
I think
continue.
that's comfortable. This one sucked as an overall season. Of course, like I love all these seasons. I keep it close to my heart.
Everyone loved
with
the
the
Optimus
season.
Prime, but no one actually cared about this season.
In just the jungle being in the middle of the map. I love that, but nobody else did. So I keep it here.
Loved this
Okay,
season.
I'm glad we're moving on.
I was in love with this season.
I was too in the beginning. Like I'm in love with all the seasons, and then I somehow distanced myself.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, they're running out of ideas. They keep doing, not to mention they did another heist season like last season. But it's just like, it's
actually,
it's another heist season. It's kind of like over. It was really good. Don't get me wrong.
actually,
The battle pass was kind of lame. I mean, the vampire guy.
Lame, now that I'm thinking about it.
The vampire. No, I still think it was a decent season. I think it was like. I don't think it's better than this.
No, it's definitely
no way. It's better than.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
I like the storyline that we're going with. Everybody thought like the bad guy, the Dracula or whatever, the vampire. He was low key cool. He was a cool villain, but they didn't do anything with him, and they killed him off in a quest. And this is where like the time travel came back, and this is where OG came, which I think I think this belongs low B tier. I think we could maybe even put it below just season 1. It was a mid season, but it wasn't horrible. I don't think it.
I didn't see anyone talk. Everyone thought that season was boring.
You're back with like the nobody's talking. Everybody was talking about it. I think you're just not right. I don't think you're just not on that side.
Like for people that played the game, though, I thought it was boring.
Like when I was playing during that season, everyone was talking. Even nobody's talking about it anymore. Like the season itself is forgettable. You know what? We can put it at C tier. You can put it. Right there. Okay. I'm gonna put. I know you're probably not gonna, but this season was because it was the first time. It was the first time OG came back.
I love that.
Me and my brothers were playing it like it was. I think this belongs in A tier or S tier.
That's the time that I stayed up with my little brother, who's literally 11, all night playing with him for 8 hours straight.
No, like this was a good season. It came back. This was like literally everyone came back to the game. They were like, OG's back. It was a little different, but
no one cared.
It was back.
No one cared.
It was back. And the battle pass was hard.
This one, I love the medallions.
I low key kind of dislike the medallions, and they're still in the game.
They were low key fun. They had some. It wasn't like a sword in season 7 thing or like Thanos glove. It was more of a if you're going against these people, you low key have a 50% chance less of a disadvantage or more of a disadvantage because you're going against them, but like you can still beat them, but you gotta be like
I think the season I understand what you're talking about. Peter Griffin's fight, like I remember it because it's the start of a chapter again. Peter Griffin, people were talking about I like it was because it was like Peter, the what are they called, the augments? I think those are season 4 actually. The augments, they got removed in season chapter. But it's pretty forgettable now. Like the only thing memorable about the season is that what's his name? Peter Griffin. Yeah.
It was fun. It was great. And that's whenever they first brought in medallions. And I don't know, because the medallions did matter, and that's whenever they first came in. And I thought I saw more streamers doing it then. Right?
Well, because you were playing. So then you would be more active on everything and see more. But I get you. Like I still think this again. Like I hold a lot of these. If I was ranked, I'll do a ranking after just me and you just to show you what I rank everything. But I'd rank this. We can put this in B tier or low A tier, wherever you want to put it.
Now, where do you want to put it first?
I put it here. I still think this season was. It was that season was.
I feel like it was down
Okay, we can put where we're doing right here.
here.
Yeah, because I low key like this season way more than I like this chapter way more than I like the start of the chapter.
I remember playing that one just a little bit, but this one was a good season.
No, no, no,
You
no, no,
can't even
no,
lie.
no, no, I went to the wrong thing. It's okay. We're doing this at home. Plus, we'll make a video out of this rather than. I mean, we're live streaming. We can make a video.
This one was a fun
no,
season.
no. The thing is, this one had so much potential. Everyone was like, "Oh, this could literally be the greatest season of all time." Like everybody was like, "This is so good," and they didn't do anything with it. They literally they choked the season like the first few weeks, and then after like the first 2 or 3 weeks, they added like a collab, and they completely forgot about the story of the season, and they left the collab in. They removed all the weapons, all the fun weapons. They removed after the first. If we're talking about the season launches, this would go in one of the top because it was low-key fire. The potential for the season was added like the most of all time, but they sold it so bad. They genuinely sold it so bad.
So I feel like it would be on
Like-
this level,
like-
but just like barely a little bit better.
Okay, I mean, I'm comfortable. I still think it. Yeah,
Because yeah,
I like that they added more biomes too. I put it here. That's fine. Me personally though, I probably put it down. Compared to this season, I probably.
compared to any of these seasons.
I'm not-
Well, I don't know.
I
That
still-
one.
it's chapter 1. Plus, I also really love this. I probably put it right here.
Anything from season like. Okay, wait, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, okay. This
Okay,
Rex,
this one, that
bro,
one was
Rex,
fun.
yo,
That was
on
so
God,
good.
bro. I would even put this in S. Like, I'm not even joking. I would
Yes,
genuinely
that-
put this in
that
S
is
tier.
like-
And this was the most like.
It was a
Again, I made a
prime.
video about that. Remember?
It was a
One of the
prime for
most
some reason.
controversial. Yeah, for me, it was a prime.
It was a
I
prime.
loved
It was
it.
a
The
prime.
fact that it was so chaotic was so fun.
That's whenever I was playing like all the time. I
But
was
it-
getting the gauntlet.
but-
it
but-
was.
but
It had
the
so
Nitro
much to
Fist,
it. Yes, the Nitro.
But everyone was. It was so controversial. There was so much. It was like season X. There was so much going on. The
Like,
cars
it
were
was
just
like-
killing everyone.
Everyone was saying that it was
Oh my
bad, but at
gosh.
the same time, it was so.
It was like
It was a good kind of
like
chaotic.
if you just put away your serious face and we're just having fun, it was peak fun. Like I don't want to put it at the bottom S tier. It was
And
low
then-
key fire,
so-
but
Whenever I was playing, you didn't even have to be good.
yeah,
You
like
could just
yeah,
fuck
you could
around
just
the entire
it was-
game and you'd still win.
Yeah, I literally just spent the whole time driving in a car and I won. It was so fun. I would put it like right here.
Like on
low-key.
fun ability, it was the best for everyone. But all the tryhards, they hated it
Yeah,
because they just didn't see any skill, and that's their fault.
I put it right here, low key. Unless you want to put it at the low of it. I put it here.
I put it above that. Yeah, these two.
In the middle of these two or above these two? Right here?
Arguably, I could put it above that, but S tier.
We can say yeah, okay. This season had so much potential too, and they sold. The second Marvel season, it wasn't even a full Marvel pass. They did some weird stuff. They made the stories too much about like one of the original characters rather than focusing on the Marvel characters. They sold Doom. I thought they were gonna do something with Doom. Him getting sent to a different universe and then coming back at the end of the season for another live, because they had the live event in the middle of the season where we fought him, and then he was gonna come back. Mephisto came in the season. They were gonna like fight. And it was gonna be epic, and they sold. It was literally just like.
They didn't do
It was literally just like the season. They sold the bag. I'd put it low. I put it even C tier. I C tier. No, even. I put it right here.
Yeah, and I completely stopped playing because I thought it was so boring. Because the cars weren't the same. For some
Yeah,
reason.
because they had to remove that.
I was like, damn, no, what? Like all my fun was killed. I don't know that season. No, actually,
This season.
wait, I
This
remember
season
that
is
season.
this. If look, I put season chapter 2 season 2 as the greatest of all time.
I'd say A
And-
tier,
I-
or low S. That's all.
I'd put it. I'd put it here.
Okay.
Because you're thinking low S, that means that would technically be better than that. But I don't think it belongs in S with those. Because I didn't play this one. It wasn't as good as this OG, but all the Snoop Dogg stuff, and it was so fun.
You could still play and have fun, but you wouldn't be as good because the cars were a little bit downgraded. The guns,
But the jumpy cars were kind of fun.
the jumping cars were fun, but that was like the only thing you could really do. Other than that, it's like if it
it was really good. It was really good, but it wasn't greatest of all time. Good.
Yeah.
The start of chapter 6.
Okay, I never played that.
Chapter.
I
Okay.
couldn't.
I would rank it. If I were to rank it, I would put it. Start of chapter 6, like the storyline right now, where it's at right now. They're redoing the storyline here. They started the storyline back up in chapter 5, and it was a little mess in chapter 5, but they're getting on track with the storyline here in chapter 6. I would put it above this season. It was pretty consistent. The map is still really good. I mean, you never played it, but for me, since I'm ranking these, I'd put it there.
Right now, the player base isn't at all.
No, it is. It is. I mean, it's not as great as it was like in these seasons, of course, but there's still a pretty big. It's because I haven't been. It's because these are this like obviously for like the past 2 years. These are the seasons where I'll play for like 3 weeks in the beginning and then get off and then play at the end. But like, so I'm not watching as many videos and everything. But I know I'm on social media. I know there's a lot of people. There's still hype around this season. And the live event for this season was fire.
Good?
It was like some anime fight, and I've never watched it. But I'll have to show you. It was fire. It was cool. Like I'll put it on this screen.
It was a good game.
This one I say is worse. It was another heist season. It was a good heist season, way better than this one. Not that this one was horrible. I mean, it was horrible, but it wasn't horrible. But it was a really good heist season. But and me and my brothers were low-key playing on for a little, but then we stopped.
I said it was like a low B tier.
I'd say
Right
there. I say it's above.
I swear, if you put it above season 1 has. Why is it at the bottom of B tier?
That's like the mid. That's the
beginning of it. Oh,
yeah, exactly. It's the beginning.
Raw.
It's like what sets the tone. It's the middle. It's the middle. It's iconic. It's iconic. That's why it belongs where it should. The only reason it belongs where it should is because it's iconic. The game was literally ass.
It wasn't ass. It wasn't ass. Everyone loved it. You could shotgun someone from.
You didn't play this season.
30, you don't, but I remember.
Why would you?
I watched someone.
Shotgun doesn't work from that far.
You could shotgun from
like freaking 3 miles
away, and you'd still
kill them. Like, but.
And that was what was fun about it.
This Star Wars season, it's a 1-month season. I haven't played really. I played like 2 games. I played 1 game.
Okay, it's not even over yet, so let's just put it right there.
I'm gonna say since it's not even over and I haven't played it at all, I'm just gonna put bottom of pizza. Pretty average because I haven't played. I'm just put it right in the middle. And I think this is.
Look at this.
If I look at it more, I'm just gonna say something and I don't want to say anything.
Just say.
No. I don't want to look at it, or else I'm gonna be like, this shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be here. Like.
I feel like this season should be S tier.
What season?
Season 5. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because of
no. If this season becomes S tier, then these 3 belong to S tier.
No,
I'm just saying. In terms of iconicness, this season shouldn't even be. It's just iconic because because in the live event, like it was just good. It's just chapter 1. I think it's chapter 1 bias. It was still. Don't get me wrong. Like all the chapter 1 seasons were still good. Like they were staying consistent. It's chapter 1 bias. But I still rank it there. Breakfast like. Not looking at it. That's the list.
All right.
That's our list.
That's our list. That's our list from between us.
I'd say we got that pretty. I mean, there were a few seasons, of course, we like argued. Like chapter 2, season 2, and chapter 2 and 4.
What do we think? Like, A tier list, S tier list.
Now we're gonna put this under a tier list. Rank this on a different tier list. Now I'm gonna do it all me, and then do it all you, and then we're gonna put those 3 tier lists. I'm kidding. Okay, we're done. I'm gonna put my tier list at the very end. It's gonna be probably right here. I don't know where I am. This is gonna be a bad video, but it's fun because I had a lot of fun doing that. Even if we're gonna get absolutely no.
You got 2 views. Someone watch.
Okay.
You know I did the outro. Shuga and Vaughn.
No, we're not doing that. I just stopped it. Okay. I need to rank this. Here. If I was ranking this, here's what I do. Okay.
Me ready.
Whatever.
I need to use the bathroom. Go downstairs. Which one is it?
It's.
The one right there next to the kitchen, right? Small.
I played this for a month. I'm actually gonna rank it a lot higher than I originally did. I played one match in Star Wars. I don't even watch Star Wars, but it's looking fire.
Okay.
I'm so glad I'm able to move this up now.
I wanted to put that higher.
Well, in the beginning we were rating it horribly just because we were comparing it, but
Because it was boring. But like it
I don't
had
think it was-
so much traction.
because it was chapter 1. Even this one was chapter
Okay, if you're gonna put that up there, that these two have to be better than that. Those two.
1. There's no
Yes, bro. Because everyone
I
was
mean,
talking.
season 5 is debatable, but okay, fine. I'll move this because as far as these, I still think these are pretty boring seasons.
Did you even play those seasons?
I did.
Okay, how'd you feel about them?
I'm ranking them.
No way.
I'd even put these above season 2 and 3. Season 2 and 3 are only there because of its iconicness, because it was the beginning of Fortnite. Here, I'll show you. Diesel, come on. Come on, Diesel. Diesel, come on. Let's go. Come on. Diesel. Diesel. Diesel, come here. Come here. Now shut the door. Finally. Let's do it quickly. Diesel, come on. Diesel. Diesel, come on. Diesel. Come here. Diesel. No, wait. Diesel, come here. Come here. Okay, now shut the door. Quick. Okay, there you go. Now I stuck. Diesel, come here. Okay. Want to see my ranking? You're not gonna like it.
I forgot that there's a G tier.
We put like 3 in there.
Can I pay him? You know what? Buy me.
No, he won't. He's not. He doesn't like it.
I said, no, she won't bite you.
That's my ranking.
But then someone like touched me and then
Nigga.
or no, I don't know. I just know that they went like this. They went like this. She came up. She ran all the way, like say all the way to the end of this room, all the way there. She ran up and she went like this. Like she barely bit, but like she still.
No, he doesn't like it.
Jesus. Oh no.
He's like looking back at you like this. Okay, that's my ranking, by the way. If you want to have a little look at it. I'm never gonna say a season was bad. I'm not saying that chapter. I'm not.
No.
It's gotta be the worst.
No. This is just a no, man. This is a no. What's good, nigga?
Do yours.
This is just so ass.
No,
What do you need?
Pam?
What do you need? It's a nigger. It's my sister. Yeah, it was good. Ooh, like important? Impressed?
You don't call? Is it over? Is she back? Don't show me.
I don't know. Every single time I see her, I just think she's. Bro, because this nigga just gave me the most horrible Fortnite tier list in the world.
Hello. Oh, that was awkward.
Why isn't it fucking? I don't know. He recently followed me, Isaac. That's yeah. Betty, nigga. What happened to that? What happened to that day that you like stopped talking to me? Like, what happened? You should have said that. season 5. Where the fuck did you put season 5? Okay, wait, you told me I was gonna be impressed. About the Huz? Are you kidding me? Because my friend's wondering how you look like right now.
Wait, no, I didn't. I did not. Bro, I literally didn't say that.
Yeah, he's whispering it to
I'm
me.
texting my sister right now.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's a light. He's a light skin. He's a light skin. This is so. That's what I did. Actually, he said you were super fine and wanted to hit you up, but I told him you were my sister. But what the hell? Did you see the skeleton? Is that what you're saying? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay, so right now we were just rating, making, because we're actually making YouTube videos right now. No, we already finished it. We did a tier list for Fortnite. A first date. Oh, he just followed you, by the way. You're gonna get someone saying something like Shane, black, light skin. Oh no, he didn't follow you. He didn't follow you. He didn't follow you. I know a lot of these. I wanna argue with, but I can't really say much because like I didn't. This one. Like, wow. Big fucking dog. I can just smell. I can just. I know we're in his room. I didn't get assassinated. I just didn't kill anyone, so I got assassinated. But they came to the church, Carolina. I was at fucking church. If you don't shut your mind. I feel like this is a good tier list. I did it way better than he did. He's fucking ass. He has no opinion. This nigga's a nigga. Yeah. And he still missed. He can't even fucking throw a ball. Ow. Oh. He's looking for the ball. You want to throw a ball? I'd say like this.
He's giving me head under the table.
Yo, he's smelling me right now. He just licked my leg. His name is Diesel. Oh yeah, he's a German Shepherd. But I feel like he's mixed. Is he mixed? No, he's a.
You even check that one up there?
Yeah, because Midas was just so good. Everyone still talks about him. To this day, people say that he's so badass. This is my team.
You even kept that one there even though you're not that you played it.
I'm not sure about
You even
that.
put it above.
What?
You even played it and you're putting it above that one.
I had to because I know season 1 was so good. Iconic. I don't care if it was a boring season. It was iconic and everyone loved it. Even if it was boring as shit, everyone loved the simplicity.
He hangs out with wannabe gangsters.
Nigga, no, I was trying to leave, but the bitch caught me in the parking lot talking about, hey, what are you doing? My ass was so fucking gone. I was like, fuck. Carolina, it was a senior ditch day party. There was fucking, I drank an 1800, a Tito's, a Buzzball, the biggies, like 6 twisted teas,
Buzzballs don't even taste good.
a shot of tequila, and I drank that for 2 hours. Are you saying my family divergence out in this public right now? No, why'd you look away? Why are you trying to mute right now?
I'm not.
Why are you trying to mute right now?
Literally eating my Are we dead ass?
I mean, low-key, look at this nigga's mouth. He be gawking on my dick. So, I don't know. He's pretty good at it. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. Wait, we're streaming.
No, we're not. Wait, did we end it?
No. I told you we were still going.
No, I stopped the recording. That's why I thought. Oh my lord, there's no way.
If someone was watching gawking on my dick. Yeah. No, we were streaming, so it was just live to anyone that was watching. Yeah, oh my gosh, but no, this is literally my Carolina, bro. Know that bitch. What is? Okay, wait. So who did you pull? Who did you pull? Ew. Wait, you're not like with him. Why are you trying to mute right now? Why are you trying to mute? Azariah? Be going or what? Oh, the little.
Hey, someone liked the live stream.
That is.
Yeah, like other than me.
Is he?
Someone's here.
Is he? Is I can't find it.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, it's 12 nearly. Gotta pack it up. No, we just read it.
We just started today. Was the first day. Look, you just love talking shit. That's how your mouth is.
Why'd it go quiet?
I don't know.
So like,
Actually,
how old your sister?
whenever I put 15.
Really?
15.
Really?
15.
Really?
Yes.
Like genuinely?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like genuinely 15?
Carolina, you're 15, right? You're 15, right? Carolina, you're 15, right? You're 15, right? You're 15, right? Carolina, you're 15, right? What? Huh? Hi, Mom. What? Isn't it like one up there? So it's one. We did it. So you're calling Sadie?
Oh, I forgot. Is that your dog?
Have you been seeing all the music I've been
Is that your
posting?
dog?
No, that's her dog.
It's her dog.
You haven't seen my dog whenever I post it?
Little Bronco. His name is Bronco.
Bronco? That we got that $300 ass dog for free. Dumbass nigga, she told you it was 15 minutes. Dumbass nigga. Dumbass. Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just Oh. No, actually, that's
We dead ass. Don't.
he lives 10
You
miles away.
lying motherfucker.
Actually, I walk because this nigga doesn't drive. He's unemployed.
Nick, what are we talking? Whoa. What are we talking
He's
about?
actually.
No, I'm
You don't
not.
know how old he is.
I'm not
The
unemployed.
nigga's 19 and he's a junior.
Whoa! That's you. That is literally gonna be you. That's gonna be you. That's gonna be you. Bro, that's no. What are you? You're lying on my name. Lying on my name right now, bro.
This nigga's a super,
Lying on my name.
super senior.
That's gonna be you, not me.
He's gonna graduate.
Bro,
at
I'm
20.
educated.
Deadass.
I'm educated.
He's
I'm
gonna graduate.
academically. I'm.
He's gonna graduate at 20.
Oh
20.
my. Lord.
I
Bro, are we?
know,
Why are
I
you
know,
believing
I
it?
know, I
Bro,
know,
why are
I
you believing?
know.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking crazy. I'm like, bro.
Why is the stream
why
still
don't
on?
Why don't you graduate? And he's telling me stuff like, bro, it's the buzz.
No, what are you? Oh my god, bro. I'm about to throw a basketball at your head.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like,
I'm finna cut. Oh my.
he's like, these women just like emoji, you know? So I gotta game is game, and I'm like, what game?
pacing around me. Oh my.
But that's good. It's because I had this one that I was talking to. She took me to lunch every single day.
I saw her. I saw her walking the hallway alone. After lunch. Hmm?
No one was there.
No.
By herself.
Yes.
Yeah, but like she low key after, I think she was just like bored. Low key, I think I was gonna play because like after I got into the AP,
If anything, you were bored.
she started. Just give me that one.
What? What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was 20 lot. Oh yeah, I saw that. Low-key, whenever I saw you, I was like, damn, this nigga's 12. But low-key, my phone's about to die, so I. But that's good. That's good. Uh, I will call you. Trust. I will call you. I will call you because I was low-key thinking about it. I was like, yo, low-key, maybe I should call Carolina, like mom or something. I'll call her today. So like, I'll eventually call you. Don't even. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Huh? No, me and him.
No. No, bro. Oh my god, bro. It's because she asked me so she could talk about work. Oh my god, bro.
The other day he was talking about how girls wanted him in her soapy naked shower, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It happened.
She just invited you to it, and he was like,
Nope. Okay. Okay. I did not say that, bro. Did not say that.
and he was like on some. Oh, okay.
What? 13? What? What?
But his name's Shane. I forgot to tell you that part. Meet Shane.
Damn.
Okay. You need a light because.
Oh. Damn.
Shane.
Wait, why am I in the light now?
Look at his eyes, bro. Majestic. He's a white. Look up.
Bro, I just. Ow.
What? What? Bro, why are you covering your face? It's so okay. That's not nonchalant. That's not nonchalant. I would show it. Basketball pro.
Yeah, I do. What you mean?
What?
I'm a track star.
We're just streaming with the tier list.
I forgot that we're even on stream. bring my boxes, bro. I paid for those $30 each one. No, and then I got those from a random birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. I did.
He's not even standing. Come here, bro.
Damn, why did I feel short now? I swear I'm like 5'11".
What? My shoes? Yeah. Oh, the ones on the ground?
I don't see any shit on the ground.
They're my shoes. I bought them the other day.
Bro, I've had those shoes for like 2 years. I'm not gonna lie. So like, they've been through thick and thin with me. You're starting like there's no reason to start down here and then go. Like if you're gonna start up,
You just did it.
yeah, no, I'm showing you. I'm telling you, there's no reason to start up here and going up here. Start from right here. Ah. Oh, I forgot about the mac and cheese.
Wait, he can juggle too. Oh my gosh, my phone died.
She's like 17. You're this close. You gotta find a way to get home. My parents probably won't come back to school. I should just ask me.
Still here.
No, I don't. No, I wish you could stay the night, literally. I should just ask my parents. But no, I don't know. Like, it's already so late. They would have already expected me to be fine. And I already told my sister to be ready for right now.
Today.
He was like, is he staying the night? And I was like, no, he's getting an Uber. And I could just come. We could just stay and nobody knows you're in the house.
I just sneak out in the morning.
And I'm just there.
There's a dog.
I was going for a little run. No, but there's still like deep territory. It's still like we're still in the. Actually, you're gonna need to find a way home. Okay, next time you come over, I'm actually gonna plan this better. We're gonna get an actual. Oh! Damn, how'd she find me? I couldn't Uber already. But remember, this